Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Urban, and today we are talking about new irons from the folks at Cobra Golf that I know are going to excite a lot of you. I know it. So let's get into it right now as we're joined by their Vice President of Research and Development, that's Tom Olszewski. Tom, thanks for joining us again.
Great to talk with you, Ralph.
You are holding a new set of clubs, the T-Rail clubs, that are hybrid irons, not for longer irons, not for mid irons, but for an entire set.
Exactly. One of the things we keep learning with a lot of golfers out there, especially those players who need speed and distance and height. If we could make an iron with a wider sole, that gets our CG lower, further back. Ball gets up higher. So these players also want distance, so we definitely want to do that. So by getting a quick launch, you can also make the lofts a little bit more aggressive like most modern irons are today. So these compete great with the current irons in the market, but they get the ball up in the air much quicker.
And again, it's the basic concept that people are familiar with hybrids, which is it's about ease in getting the ball in the air and then it really launching the ball through the air. This is going to do that because these are constructed not on the cheap. These are premium clubs, just like your best hybrids.
Yes, exactly, Ralph. They're hollow construction. We put a PVD finish on them. They're very premium design. We have very lightweight shafts as well. So the idea here is, can we swing them faster? Can we get them through the turf quicker and launch really high?
Now, the one thing you're going to notice right away are the T-rails that are there. You've made them familiar with your baffler technology, but boy, they're going to make a difference for a lot of players.
Yeah, and one of the things that I think the industry is a little confused on is they think rails are good out of the rough and sand and places like that. We actually think they're the biggest improvement off a tight fairway lie. Because when you think about the rails, what they're there to do is have less ground contact area. So especially when you have a wide sole iron, you want to have less ground contact area because it increases your speed through the contact zone, especially if you hit it a little behind the ball. So we've seen in our fairway wood test up to 3 miles an hour gain in speed from a shot that's a little bit fat.
The one thing that I thought about was, as players hit them and they realize that they're not going to dig into the ground like irons may, they're not as concerned about hitting it fat, therefore they're less likely to hit it thin.
Yeah, like we talked about, the two misses usually are fat and thin, right? So if we can solve that and help the golfer's confidence to be more consistent and effective through the shot and the hitting area, we know you're going to hit the ball better, you're going to have more confidence, you're going to play better.
And the progressive set is going to differ in terms of the club head side from the short end with the pitching wedge 9-iron all the way through the long irons.
Yeah, we find that a lot of golfers are just looking to get the ball up in the air, but they want it to go farther. So these have a little bit more aggressive lofts, even though they have wide soles. Our CGs are very low. They're great off the turf. And overall, for that golfer, we would say this is a 10, 15, and higher handicap. They're going to love the way they perform and love the way they look.
Yeah, they're just going to launch the ball no matter what club you're hitting.
And go far, too. That's the other thing. Our F-Max set is designed with weaker lofts. So we know that golfer out there, the more senior golfer, is even more height dependent. Those have weaker lofts. T-Rail has what we would say is comparable lofts to game improvement irons.
Now, if people want more information about the T-Rail or anything from Cobra, where do they go?
Just go to CobraPumaGolf.com. It's a great site.
All right, Tom, thanks as always for the time.
Love it, Ralph.
I want to thank Tom Olszewski for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to give you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.